The Angeles City killings, the lure of Angeles. For decades, Angeles City has drawn people from around the world. A vibrant nightlife, affordable living, and a tight-knit community of expatriates made it a haven for many, especially retirees. But in 2010, that tranquil image was shattered. A wave of brutal, calculated murders sent a chilling message: no one was safe. A detective describing the initial murders, there was no sign of forced entry. It was like they knew the person who came in. They were targeted in their own homes. The first victims were discovered in a gated community, a place meant to offer security. An American, a Briton, and a Canadian, along with their Filipino partners and employees, were found shot and killed. The pattern was identical: a single 9mm gunshot to the head, and valuables, especially electronics, stolen from the scene. Expat resident says, "We all knew each other, so when you heard what happened, it felt like a direct threat. You start looking at everyone differently." The capture, as the body count grew, the pressure on the Angeles City police intensified. But the killer made a crucial mistake. His obsession with technology led to his downfall. He used Facebook, both to befriend his victims and to hawk the very gadgets he stole. Chief Superintendent, proudly recounting the bust, and we had an airtight case. He befriended them, gained their trust, and then he killed them. He even stole their laptops and pawned them. The suspect was identified as Mark Dizon, a computer technician who had been previously wanted for robbery and car theft. He was paraded before the press, and the community breathed a collective sigh of relief. But the relief was short-lived. A new puzzle began to form. As the years passed, the supposed open and shut case against Mark Dizon faced constant delays in court. He denied the charges, and the motive behind such a brutal, calculated spree remained unclear. Was he simply a technician turned thief, or was something darker at play? A journalist, and the wheels of justice turned slowly in the Philippines, but this was different. Years and years of delays, and with the evidence so strong, you have to ask why. The delay, initially explained by the judge's illness, stretched on for years. Eventually, the case was lost to time and bureaucracy. Mark Dizon, who was paraded as the serial killer, was never convicted. His fate, and the real answers behind the killings, became another ghost story. In 2010, Angeles City, a popular haven for expatriates and retirees, especially near the former U.S. Clark Air Force Base, was rocked by a series of brutal and calculated murders. These crimes involved multiple killings of foreign nationals, including Canadians, British, Americans, and locals, mainly in robberies at hotels and homes. The string of murders was linked to a suspect. Mark Dizon killings sent a chilling message of insecurity and fear within the expat community, which consisted of about 2,500 retired foreign men, more than half of whom were Americans. The impact was significant. The wave of violent crimes shattered the tranquil image of Angeles City, raising serious concerns about safety among foreigners and retirees living there. The killings struck fear into the expat community, disrupting what was once seen as a secure and affordable retirement destination. With a vibrant nightlife and a tight-knit international community, Mark Dizon was arrested 5 days after the killing of retired U.S. Air Force M. Sergeant Albert Mitchell and several others. He was caught in San Fernando, L.A. Union City, carrying a caliber, .38 revolver, a laptop, and a cell phone. He was implicated in the murders of 9 people, mostly expatriates, in separate robbery incidents in Angeles City. The cases included the killings of a South African national and his partner, and a British. Police linked the murders by the use of the same 9mm pistol and recovered stolen items pawned by Dizon. Dizon denied involvement in the killings, and authorities said the evidence was largely circumstantial. The police believed Dizon acted alone, and that his motives might not have involved complex financial schemes through stolen laptops. He came from a well-off family and had a fascination with guns, but there was no conclusive evidence linking him to any influential backing or masterminds behind the murders. He was arrested and held on charges of multiple murder, robbery, and illegal possession of firearms. As of years after the arrest, court cases dragged on with delays, and no clear involvement of any influential parties behind him has been publicly established or confirmed by authorities.